Hi darling, so today I'm going to be sharing with you how to get free makeup. And I did like a lot of research with this throughout like several years because I've always seen other people getting free makeup and I want to learn how, so I thought I'd share with you 10 different ways. And if I come up with more, I'll always share them on my blog so you can check that out. So for the first method I'm going to share, it's called Influencer. And this is an example of one of the products I got. This is from Urban Decay and it's their Wild Greens eyeshadow palette. And I've also got these products from Rem Beauty by Ariana Grande, and then this lip color from CoverGirl. So those are just like different examples, and I didn't get them all together. They were all from different wax boxes which I've gotten from them. And I've also gotten other products too, but I'm not going to show you all of them because there's a bunch. So basically, I started doing influencer in about 2019-ish, and then all you have to do is you just sign up for their website, and they have like an app. So once you sign up for that, they do like a survey where they ask you about like your personal information. That's usually just like your name, your address, and then like what kind of stuff are you interested in, and like your age, demographics, etc. So then after you fill that information out, you can write reviews on there, and you can do that for any kind of products you want. So I went and like I wrote a bunch of reviews for all the different makeup products and like skincare products I owned, and I had a fun time doing that because I think it's kind of like fun to like be your own judge. And it doesn't have to be like a good review. If you don't like a product, you can absolutely write about how much you hated that product. So that's why I like influencer, because they want you to like be really honest with your review. So yeah, after I like wrote a bunch of reviews, I just kept waiting for them to send me an email. And then when you get that email, it'll be like another survey. But what's different about these emails is that's how you get selected for a Voxbox. So the email will usually ask you questions about like what your product preferences are. So let's say they were doing like a Rem Beauty Voxbox and they wanted to know if like I would be a good consumer for Rem Beauty. Then they'd ask me like, what kind of products do you use in your makeup routine? Do you use a primer or do you use a concealer? And if I said yes to those things, then they would consider me for the Voxbox. And also they might ask stuff like, how much do you usually spend on a primer? How much do you usually spend on a concealer? And like, where do you like to shop? So after they like get all that information from you, that helps them decide whether you're a good match for their Voxbox or not. And you don't have to have a lot of followers for this. Like for example, when I got my first Voxbox, it was like with Maybelline, and I only had like 100 or less followers then. And now they have campaigns where you don't even need to use social media and you can just write a review. So there's a lot of different options there. So yeah, like after you fill out the email survey, and then they'll say like, okay, like thanks for filling the survey, we'll get back to you if you're a good fit. There's nothing really you can do. You kind of just have to wait until they get back to you, and if you're selected, then they'll send you these products, and then they usually assign you different tasks. So if you go on the influencer app, you'll see like you either have to write a review or like post it Instagram, TikTok, like whatever that campaign requires. And the best thing about it is you don't have to like say anything like fake. Like you can be honest with it. Like for example, I liked all these products, but like for example, if I didn't like this product, then I would just say like, oh, this product like didn't work for me, like it irritated my skin or whatever. And that's like absolutely okay. You can like post about that on social media too. Just because they're gifting your product doesn't mean you have to like say only good stuff about it. You can be like truly authentic. So that's one of the reasons I really like their program. And yeah, so that's Influencer, and I've gotten the most amount of stuff from them. And I think it's also just like really fun because a lot of times they are sending out new products. So the second way to get free makeup is Buzz Agent. I've gotten a few things from them. So I've gotten like this Lancome eye cream. And then this is one of the most recent things I got. It's this MAC brushstroke eyeliner. And then Buzz Agent is similar to Influencer, except they don't have like an app or anything. It's just all through email. So you have to sign up for their program, and then again, like Influencer, they'll ask you questions about yourself. And then what they do is they also send out an email if like they think you could like apply for a different campaign. But they usually tell you what the product is, unlike influencer. Influencer doesn't tell you what the product is, but you can kind of guess with influencer. But a buzz agent will tell you what the product is. So they'll like send you an email saying, hey, like we want you to like review a MAC eyeliner, so like fill out this questionnaire. And just because you fill out the survey doesn't necessarily mean you'll get the product. But if you do, they'll let you know you're selected, and then like you'll get the product. And then there's usually no social media for this one. I think I've only had to do like a social media one once, but like it's usually just a written review. So, and then like you just like write the review and you're done. And again, you can be honest. If you don't like the product, you don't like the product. So that's way number 2. And then now for number 3 is giveaways. So the jacket I'm wearing right now, I actually won as part of this giveaway. So this was like, I think 2019, 2020. I won this giveaway with Revlon. It was like just a random giveaway on their Instagram for like Chinese New Year or like Lunar New Year. And then they gave me like these 2 like limited edition lipsticks. So I thought that was pretty cool because I got like this cute hoodie and then like the 2 lipsticks, and that was just on Instagram. So there's nothing like you really need to do. It's just like maybe like try following your favorite brands, and then you'll know about more giveaways, and then just like follow the instructions for that giveaway. And I feel like giveaways are happening all the time on social media. So yeah, just like keep your eyes out for them. And I didn't think I was going to win this giveaway because Revlon had like 1 million followers at the time. But I think the thing about giveaways is you just need to like keep participating in them. And then the more you participate, you'll just like win one eventually. And like hopefully you have good luck. So yeah. And then I also won a giveaway with Bioessence. They were doing a giveaway on their YouTube channel. And then I think what really helped me with this is like not a lot of people showed up to this event. I think there were like 12 people at the event, and so it was just like a YouTube live video. So I think also like making sure you show up, because even though you may think like, oh, they're like a big brand, like a lot of people are going to be entering this giveaway, it turns out like maybe nobody is. So just like give it a shot. Samples. So for samples, like these 2 I just got with my Sephora purchase. So technically you do need to buy something. They're not exactly free. But yeah, this is like kind of free. And then this is a sample. It's like a Lancome foundation. I got this like online by like filling out this form, and it's from this company called Soappost. So I've noticed that like Soappost does a lot of free samples for different makeup companies. Like they've also done like Sephora collection, and I can show you some of the like Sephora collection samples I've gotten. So I've gotten like a tiny one like this, and then I've gotten like a mid-sized one like this. So that company does a lot of like promotional samples, and in order to like find when they're doing these promotional samples, I've just like followed like different couponers, and I found that like those people usually have the links for that type of stuff, and like I'll link those down below. And then next is birthday gifts. So this is the NARS birthday gift from Sephora, and I got this like 2 years ago, I think. And they gave me like a little bronzer and a little lip balm. And then here's like a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick I got from the Sephora birthday gift last year. And then Bare Minerals, they used to have stores. So if you like went in store, you could get a birthday gift. And I got this a few years ago. But I think now if you want to get a birthday gift from them, you have to purchase something online to redeem the gift. And then other places that do like birthday gifts, you can also get them at Ulta. Like last year I got a little Olaplex hair thing. And then before, like I've gotten a Lancome mascara. So there's a lot of different stuff that Ulta does. I think they change their birthday gift every month, and you don't have to buy anything at Sephora or Ulta for the birthday gift. You can just go in store and redeem it. But if you do buy some, like get it online, then you do have to buy something. And then e.l.f. Cosmetics also does birthday gifts, but it's like an online only shop, so you do have to buy something online to get the birthday gift. And then same thing with Tarte, and I'm sure there's a lot of other brands that do this as well. Contest. So this is an example of a product I got from a contest as kind of a gift. Like they gave me a gift card and I bought this with the gift card and a bunch of other stuff. So for example, this was a Kiss nails competition, and I think I found this on Facebook. So they basically wanted people to design like nail art, and then if you got selected, they would like print your nail art, or like, you know, make your nail art into a product that they would print. So I just like entered and like followed the instructions, and then I got to the semifinals. So they didn't print my nails, but what I got is $100 gift card instead, which was still pretty cool, like even though I didn't win the whole thing. But since I got to the semifinals, I did get a $100 gift card. And then the $100 gift card was to shop on their website. So Kiss also owns this makeup brand called Joa Beauty. So I bought a bunch of stuff from Joa Beauty, and I also bought like a bunch of combs and stuff from Kiss. So yeah, that's like all about contests. And then there was this Neutrogena contest I found on Instagram like years ago, and I entered that, and I also won like a bunch of cleansers, and they just had you like take a selfie with your favorite Neutrogena product, and I can like show you the picture. Like my picture that I entered isn't even that good, but not a lot of people entered, so I ended up winning. So again, I think the important thing is just like showing up even if you don't think you're gonna win. Like if nobody's participating, then like you're automatically the winner. So yeah, just like making sure you show up even though nobody's showing up, or you don't have to like be the best at stuff. Like for example, like my nail art that I did for Kiss, like I didn't think that it was that good, but I just still entered anyways. And I think it's still like a fun thing to do when you are entering these contests. So yeah, like just like don't let your hopes get down, and like make sure like you can still like do it anyways. It's like still fun even if you don't win. Next is Sephora digital events. So these do cost 100 Beauty Insider points, and it might cost more or less depending on the event. But I attended like a NARS digital event, and then I got these two products, like these minis, and then they also gave me an umbrella that has like, so it says Sephora on it, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought like also like this is better than spending 100 Beauty Insider points through Sephora itself, because you usually only get like one of these, but I got like two different products and I got an umbrella. So I think Sephora digital events are pretty cool and like a good way to get free stuff too. And also like they do teach you about the products that they have. And then this makeup brush I got from Il Makiage, and I got this for doing some type of survey, I think. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think a lot of brands do put out surveys out there because they want to learn about like how to improve their products or like how to improve their brand. And I think for this particular incident, it was like how to like make a new product and like what would you want in this new product. So I like filled out that survey, and then they gave me like credit to shop on their website. So with that credit, I got to buy this brush, and it was for free because I got to use all the credit that I got from the survey. And I think it's also like helpful for the brands too, because you are giving them like valuable information that they can use to make their products better. And in the end, you get like treats like this. And then next is like doing product reviews directly with the brand itself. So oftentimes I've noticed like on Facebook groups, a lot of brands have their own Facebook groups. They'll post out like a Google form or something that'll say like, hey, like we want you guys to write a product review for us, and like we'll send you out the product that we want. And then these are some examples I got from like Alpine Beauty. It's like a eye balm and a lip mask, and yeah, basically they just like send out the product and then they ask you to review it. And they usually do this when like a product is new, that way they can have more reviews on the website, and then like people have something to refer to like when they look at that product and when it's brand new. So that's why brands do this. And then yeah, you get to keep the product in exchange for doing the review. And then finally, it's just like the way you shop. So for example, a lot of times Sephora or Ulta or like whatever retailer you're using will do like free gift with purchase. So even though you like do have to spend to get the free gift, you do get some extra stuff. So for example, like I got this at like Tarte. It was like with my Tarte rewards or something. So make sure like you're always signing up for reward programs, and then that way you'll like accumulate points and then like get free stuff. And then also like if you follow like particular couponers, oftentimes I find at like CVS or Walgreens, if you do like the extra bucks or like the Walgreens cash or whatever it's called, you can also find like free products. Like for example, this CoverGirl brow pencil, I find a lot of times if you coupon with the right CoverGirl coupons and like CVS bucks and stuff, you can usually get this for free. And there are many other like products like that, so I recommend like following those types of people if you want to learn more about that. So yeah, so that's everything I have for right now. And then if I think of anything else, you can always check my blog and I'll like try to update this stuff. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, let me know down below. Bye.